What does a day off look like for you? What does a day off look like for you? What do you want to do? Where do you want to be? Who do you want to be with? Where is your mind on a day off? Hey, welcome to JTInTheRaw Show 89, coming to you live all the way from Sydney, Australia, in my backyard. Ryan, swimming pool, beautiful day here in Sydney. And in Australia, we're celebrating Good Friday. So it's a day where we're really going to be focusing on our family and spending time with our family. And I thought today with JTInTheRaw, I'd do a special one, because normally I may not do one on a Good Friday, but I just thought I'd do one with a focus on you. So first of all, question of the day, wherever in the world you are, whether you're watching live or on replay, what are you doing today? I want you to describe what you're doing today in the comments below with an emoticon. With an emoticon, what are you doing? Me, I've got to run. Then I've got to cut the grass. Then I've got to paint the step treads on our back deck. I've got a lot of stuff happening in an emoticon. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Ileana. Hi, Ryan. Hi, Eugene. Congratulations, Eugene Downing, on the birth of Jack. Great name. Love it. Also, congratulations, obviously, to Lisa as well. She did all the hard work there, I'm sure. Morning, JP. So, in the emoticon below, with an emoticon below, describe what you're doing today. That's the challenge. Can you find something to describe what you're doing today? Morning, Joe. How are you? Okay, got a couple of shout outs first off today. Shout outs. I've got 5 shout outs. Won't name them all, but I want to say a huge thank you to all my coaching clients on Tuesday. I flew back in from the US Tuesday morning, and I'm not sure how good I was as a coach on Tuesday, but I really appreciated the fact that they let me coached them on the phone on Tuesday, and we achieved some stuff, which was really cool. So I'm very grateful for you guys allowing me to coach you, even though I had a tad of jet lag. Okay, now a couple of things. We've got 2 things that are happening. I've got one for active management, and I've got one for me personally. And the one personally, what's Ryan got? Ryan's got, he's lifting weights and he's on fire. Love it. So remember today's question, what are you doing today? In an emoticon below. What are you doing today? You got to find an emoticon and put it, or emoji, an emoji down below. Simon Hall, I'll expect a picture of you in your budgie smugglers down by the beach. That's what I want to see, what you are doing today. Okay, so the first challenge I've got is for all businesses out there. It doesn't have to be a fitness business, but any business. I want you to focus in the month of April on one thing. I want love to motivate your business. I want love to motivate your business. I want your business to volunteer for a cause, whether that be your business or your team, whatever it may be, because I want your team and your customers, but particularly your team, to understand and to see and feel the benefits of giving and being kind. What we know in business is that even millennials love to see the big picture. They love to see where we're heading as a business, but they love giving back to the community. And so one of the key things is to focus on the community, your community. So I want you to think in your business, what can you do to give back to your community? What acts of kindness can you do? What can you bring with your team in the month of April? I'm really keen to know what you do, what you decide, so please share it with me. I'm super excited to hear what you're going to do, because I get ideas from that to work with my clients. So please, private message me on Facebook, email me, post it here in JTInTheRaw. Love to know. But I want you to start thinking, what are we going to do in April where we are going to show kindness and we're going to let love move our team forward? Morning, Katie. How are you? Okay, a second thing. Now, this one is a big one, and this is a hard one. I am absolutely petrified over this. It's a 2-week challenge, 14 days. No devices from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. Could you do it? Seriously, could you do it? Morning, Debs. How are you, mate? Could you do it? Could you go no device between 8 p.m. and 8 a.m. for 14 days straight? Give me a love heart if you think you possibly can, because I reckon it's going to be really hard, and I'm going to give it a crack. I'm starting on Monday next week. I'm going to go for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. It's only a 2-week challenge. No device from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. No device, 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. That's the challenge I want to give you. It's a big one. You see, the way I look at it is this. No business ever went broke overnight. If your business went broke overnight, you have a problem way bigger than anything else. Way bigger. What you need to be focusing on is tuning out. So my challenge for you is this. Will you accept this challenge? No devices, no computers, no iPads, no phones, no social media between 8 p.m. and 8 a.m. for 14 days straight. It's a big challenge. Who's up for it? Oh, Eugene, I can see what you're doing today. I love it. Who's up for it? Give me a love heart if you're going to give this a serious crack. Good morning, Marissa. How are you? Good to have you on board. Okay. So, Steve Anker says, easy, I started this a year ago or so. And does it make you feel better, Steve? Just curious. JP's going driving, he's doing his calendar, he's going for a swim, and he's eating donuts. Love to that. So the question of the day, if you're just tuning in, Marissa, what are you doing today? And you have to describe what you're doing today in an emoji in the comments below, whether you're watching live or on replay. Tell me the emoji that what you're doing today. All right, okay. So here's what I was thinking. For many Australians, Good Friday, we certainly don't do any work, and also Sunday there's no work. But are we really present there? And often what we think is, as entrepreneurs, we have to be working all the time. It's like a sign or a badge on our jersey or our T-shirt that says, I'm busy. And we see that as a mark of respect for ourselves and amongst our peers. But I actually think it's the reverse. I think if we're busy all the time, what is that, Marissa? Is that drinking wine? Is that what you're doing today? Hey, Jared, how are you? What I'm wondering... Morning, Kelly, how are you? What I'm wondering is, do we need to reverse this? And actually, it's the people who aren't busy are the people that we should be striving to be like. And when we are busy all the time, it drains us. It emotionally drains us. It sucks energy for us. Oh, you're holding a phone. I'll get you a tripod. I'll send you a tripod over, Marissa. It drains us. When we're constantly on, when we're constantly thinking about work, when we're constantly trying to work out how we can do things better, how we can do things, what's happening at work, it drains us. And so I've got this little challenge. I'm happy to send this to you guys. I know this is going to be back to front on the screen. I know that, so you don't have to tell me. This is called, How Full is Your Fuel Tank? And when I do this exercise with clients of mine, here's what we do. We work out, here's the empty bit here, the red, and here's the full bit here is the green. And we talk about how full is your fuel tank around work, around family, around personal. And what do I put down there? Around your mental health. Now, some people would like to add in another column, or instead of mental, they might put spiritual. I'm not a particularly spiritual person, so I didn't put it in there. And what we have you do is identify how full is your fuel tank in these particular areas. And by looking in the mirror, whether it's working with you as a business owner or you working with your team, and just simply asking them, how full is your fuel tank? We get a really interesting perspective on what they're thinking, how they're feeling. I honestly believe with all my heart that 9 out of 10 people that work for us want to do a great job for us. They want to do an awesome job for us. I believe that. But sometimes I think they can't do it because they've got an empty fuel tank. Because what I know from working with business owners and staff is all of these intersect. So if one is low here, if family is low, it's going to impact your work. That's it. That's the case. So what does that mean? Well, first step is we need to identify what the fuel gauge says for us. Then, this is the second form that I've got for you. And that's okay. What do we need to do in the next month, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, in order to shift this from the red up to the green? So what do we need to do to top up the levels, or what do we need to do to maintain the levels? And when we sit down and we just do a quick self-evaluation of where we're at, it helps us identify what we need to do to get better. I believe as leaders of our business, you should be doing an exercise like this. How full is your fuel tank? What do you need to top up? What do you need to do to maintain? We should be doing that with our team every single month, perhaps even 2 monthly if you're super busy or you've got a lot of staff, but certainly every month. We need to have a good grip on what's happening with our team, how they're feeling. I know it's a touchy, fussy, fluffy thing, but we need to know how they're feeling. Morning, Mark. How are you, Mark? Question of the day in an emoji down below. What are you doing today with your family? I bet with all your kids. So as a team member, here's the key. We sit down with them. We understand them better. We then help them identify what they need to do to top up their levels or maintain their levels, and then that helps us lead them over the next month. What do you think of this idea? Give me a love heart if you like the idea of actually sitting down with your team and having a good understanding of how full their personal fuel tank is. Do you like that? Give me a love heart if you think this could resonate with your team. I know it's a bit out there, but I really am curious to know what you think. Okay. Here's my gift to you guys. Thanks, Deborah. Deborah's giving me a love heart. Awesome. Thanks, Mark. If you want a copy of this, I'm happy to send this to you. It's pretty easy, but I'll send it to you, save you reinventing the wheel. Just put fuel tank in the comments below, fuel tank in the comments below, and I will send you a copy of this. I'll send it as a PDF. Or if I've got your email address, I'll email it to you as a PowerPoint so that you can alter it if you like. Morning-ish over there in the land of the long white cloud. So if you think you could get value out of that, just put fuel tank, whether you're watching live or on replay. Thanks, Hillary, got yours. Fuel tank, and I'll shoot this across to you and you can have a play with it. Okay, so summing up, JTInTheRaw on Good Friday. First of all, a warning, don't eat too many chocolate Easter eggs over the weekend. Please, don't eat too many chocolate Easter eggs over the weekend. Our question of the day all day has been, what are you doing today? In the comments, I want to see emojis to describe what you're up to today. I'm curious to know. I also want to just remind you of the 2 challenges that we're doing. The first challenge is a business challenge, and that is, as a business, what acts of kindness can you do? I want you to let the feeling of love dominate your business this month. And with your team, I want you to give back to your community. And I want to hear what you do. That's the challenge. Pick something in your community, your local community, where you can give back and you can show your members and your team that you truly care. Let love flow through your business in the month of April. And my second challenge is a personal challenge. This is a far greater challenge for many of us, including me. And I'm taking on this challenge from Monday for 2 weeks. And that challenge is this: no devices between 8 p.m. and 8 a.m. No devices 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. Let's see who's up for that one. Okay, and finally, like I said, I've just gone through with you. Morning, Derek over there in the US. I've talked about your fuel tank. If you want a copy of the fuel tank, this document, and then working with your team on how to get them to maintain their level as well as how to boost their level, just put fuel tank in the comments and I will send this to you. Hey, ladies and gents, thank you so much for joining me on JTInTheRaw on this special day here on Good Friday. Morning, Michelle Bowden. How are you? Hope you're doing great. I'm loving you entering into this new space of live video, Michelle. So congratulations on entering into that. And Michelle, I'd love to know what you're doing today on Good Friday. Tell me in the comments below using emojis. What's Jared doing? Jared's pumping iron, drinking coffee, fried breakfast, sunbaking naked, drinking beer and watching footy. Is that right, Jared? Is that cool? Thank you. Awesome. Okay, so before I finish, of course, well, I'm about to go for a run. My day is going to be a run. It's cutting the grass. It's painting some steps on the deck and hanging out with Zoe today as well with Robin. We're going to do a family day at home. Okay, quote of the week. What is quote of the week? To achieve more, self-evaluate what you're doing and then do the activities that will help you stay on top. Make sense? Oh, Michelle, you can't tell me power walking around Centennial Park. It's got to be an emoji. An emoji in the comments. To achieve more, self-evaluate what you're doing and then repeat the behaviours to keep you on top. Repeat the behaviours to keep you on top. Quote of the week. To achieve more, self-evaluate what you're doing and then repeat the behaviours that keep you on top. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into That's It. Nice, Michelle. That's it for JTInTheRaw, show 89. Thank you for tuning in today. Have an awesome weekend with your family. Happy Easter to everybody. I really appreciate you jumping on board. And I will see you next Friday for show 90. Have an awesome week.